People talk about VUCA a lot, and I've heard you talk about a new distinction, BANI. And since we talk about context when we start working with teams, I'd love to hear a little bit about that.
And I just read, maybe some of you have heard of this futurist named James Cassio. Forgive me if I just destroyed your last name. And he wrote an article called Facing the Age of Chaos. And he distinguished the acronym, the latest acronym. And the latest acronym is BANI, B-A-N-I, brittle, anxious. I don't have it memorized yet. Nonlinear, and incomprehensible. Brittle, anxious, nonlinear, and incomprehensible. And I have to say, selfishly, when I read that, I thought really somatic intelligence is even more and more required if that's the larger context. If it's incomprehensible and we rely completely on our intellect, on our cognition, we're not actually going to get at how to move skillfully. If truly we're living in, there's this book, I think it's called like The Anxious Nation, something, right?
Anxious generation.
The Anxious Generation. Right? Literally, if that's the soup we're in, anxiety is a physiological, emotional, you could even say a spiritual phenomena. And you cannot have a good logical conversation and get out of it. Brittle. Brittle's like a quality. So if we buy what he's selling, which I kind of did, right? Instinctually, I did. I haven't done a huge investigation into it, but it landed in me like, oh, okay, that feels actually like today's soup, and it feels somewhat distinct from the VUCA soup. Yeah, I'm getting a few head nods. Just felt like, oh yeah, there's been a shift. Maybe this isn't the final word on the matter, but it felt like we were starting to get at it through what he's saying. Then how are we gonna attend to it in the context of the team room?